The janitor died at 92. Nobody expected anything special. He swept floors at a gas station for most of his life. Quiet guy, drove an old car, wore the same jacket for decades. Then his will was read. $8 million, all left to the local hospital and library. Meanwhile, executives who earned millions were filing for bankruptcy. Athletes with $100 million contracts were broke within years of retirement. What did the janitor understand that they didn't? Morgan Housel spent years studying the difference between being rich and being wealthy, and here's what he found. They're not the same thing. In fact, they're often opposites. Being rich is easy to see. The car, the watch, the house, the vacation photos. Rich is current income being spent. It's visible, it's impressive. It's also usually temporary. Wealth is invisible. Wealth is the money you don't spend, the income you save, the investments that compound quietly while everyone else is buying things to look rich. Housel tells the story of a parking attendant who accumulated millions, not because he earned a lot, because he spent almost nothing and let time do the work. Meanwhile, his customers, driving Porsches and Ferraris, were drowning in debt. Here's the psychology nobody talks about. We're wired to signal status, to show we've made it. Every promotion, every bonus, every windfall creates pressure to upgrade your lifestyle. Bigger house, better car, fancier restaurants. But every dollar you spend signaling wealth is a dollar that can't build actual wealth. You're choosing to look rich over being rich. The janitor had something more valuable than a high income. He had patience, and he understood a truth most people never learn. Time is more powerful than money. Compound interest isn't exciting. It doesn't feel like progress. Saving $500 a month sounds pathetic compared to buying a new car. But that $500 monthly invested over 40 years becomes millions. The car becomes worthless. Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after his 50th birthday, not because he suddenly got smarter, because compound growth is exponential. It's invisible and boring for decades. Then it's unstoppable. So if building wealth is this simple, why does almost nobody do it? Why are people earning six figures living paycheck to paycheck, while janitors die millionaires? Because money isn't about math, it's about emotion, and we're terrible at managing our emotions around money. You get a raise, your rational brain says, save the difference, but your emotional brain says, finally, I can afford that thing I've been wanting. You earned it, right? You deserve it. Lifestyle inflation is a silent killer. You start making more, so you spend more. New apartment, new wardrobe, new subscription services, and suddenly you need that higher income just to break even. Here's the trap. The more you earn, the more you're surrounded by people who earn the same or more. Your reference point shifts. You compare yourself to your peers, and your peers are all spending. Housel calls this the man in the car paradox. You think people will admire you for your expensive car, but when someone sees you in a Ferrari, they don't think, wow, that guy is cool. They think, wow, I wish I had a Ferrari. You're not impressing them, you're making them want the car. Nobody is thinking about you at all. The janitor understood something deeper. He didn't need anyone's approval. He wasn't playing the status game. He was playing the freedom game. First, redefine what rich means to you. Not the Instagram version, the real version. What does financial freedom actually look like? For most people, it's simpler than you think. It's not having to check your bank account before buying groceries. It's saying no to a job you hate. It's sleeping well because you have a cushion. Write down your number, not the yacht number, the I can breathe number. Then work backward. How much do you need to save monthly to get there? That's your real goal. Second, practice the gap. Every time your income goes up, widen the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Got a raise? Save half of it. Bonus? Save all of it. The secret isn't earning more, it's wanting less. The janitor earned minimum wage, but he wanted almost nothing, so the gap was huge. Most people do the opposite. They earn more and immediately expand their lifestyle to match. The gap stays the same. They feel like they're making progress, but they're on a treadmill. Third, make wealth invisible to yourself, too. Automate everything. The moment money hits your account, split it. Savings, investments. Then live on what's left. If you can see it, you'll spend it. Human nature, so don't see it. Make your future wealth automatic and invisible. Your present self can't be trusted with it. Housel says that building wealth has little to do with income or intelligence. It has everything to do with behavior, and behavior is about controlling your emotions. The janitor's $8 million didn't buy him a mansion. He never saw it. He lived in the same small apartment he'd lived in for 40 years. But here's what it did buy: freedom. He worked because he wanted to, not because he had to. He lived exactly how he pleased. No debt, no stress, no performing for anyone. That's what wealth actually is. Not the ability to buy expensive things, the ability to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, for as long as you want. Rich is the car in the driveway. Wealth is the choice to not need the car in the first place. Build what people can't see. It's the only thing that lasts. Subscribe to Doodle if you're ready to think differently about money, success, and what actually matters.